welcome to this exciting video where you once again join me in the beautiful landscape of Scotland. And today I've come to a track here that I don't think I've been to on a video since probably the winter or before it. And today, look at this, you can see the clear devastation in the fallen trees from the recent extreme winds that we've been having. This is actually kind of the foot of River Prosen and Glen Clover and stuff's up this way, but the road's super busy today. The Cortahay Highland Games is actually on, I think, down at Cortahay. But today I've come to this mad little piece of land for today's video because I was here with Highlander one time and we saw loads of little brown trout and stuff swimming in the river. And in the last video, I don't know if anybody saw it, but I was actually doing a special like underwater video, just a short wee fun video at the river North-esque at Glen-esque. And today I thought I wanted to come here because I knew that this place had a lot of fish swimming about, whereas at the other location I wasn't really so sure. So yeah, this is going to be super cool, folks. Look at this land. This used to actually be a forest, recently clear felled. I've got the socks over the trousers today in case there's any ticks kicking about in the grass, because I think the track leads on up the end here and then there's a kind of grassy path that takes you down to the river. And then at that point I'm hoping to document some fish and underwater life up here in the Glen. It's so cool to have all the aspects of the land here on the channel, not only the history, the old abandoned buildings and places, but also the wildlife that lives within it. And then to see the aspect of all the underwater wildlife as well. It's hardly seen up here in these lands, and that's why it's cool to record these wee videos. So let's get into the action. Check out, folks, we've just come out of this overgrown wilderness behind us, and at this side we've got this beautiful river here flowing through the lands. And one time when it was a heat wave, I think it was the day of Glam's extravaganza, we actually came here and we were actually in the river kicking about, and there was so many brown trout and little fish swimming about. That's why today I've come back. I'm just thinking I could get to those stones somehow. I want to go to the middle of the river and get the camera right in here under the water. The water's so crystal clear at this location. And yeah, it's just amazing to see, folks. So yeah, let's get into this action. Underwater action here in the wild waters of Scotland. Over here, folks, we've got actually a heron flying over, and they're in these lands looking for fish. Since the last time I was here, this big tree branch has actually been washed down river. Wow, this is incredible. I can pretty much guarantee there'll be fish kicking about. See something I can't believe as well. It looks like there's so much more pebbles around here. Wow, that's a big branch. It must have literally come down the river with this recent rainstorms. Wow, there's also like horse flies kicking about. There's in there. That's the sort of thing that'll bite you without you noticing, often to sneak up and then nip you. Anyway, yeah, like I say, let's get some underwater action right here in the river.
Daydream my way to you. Memories aren't hard to find. Memories of you. Said I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over. Said I made up my mind this time. I'm taking it over.
So I'm sorry if the lens is a bit blurred and the audio is a little bit funny just now, folks. We've just literally documented some of the underwater scene around here. Last time I was here there was so many trout and stuff swimming, jumping. Today I've actually seen them jumping over there and stuff, so when I had the camera under the water, I don't know if I even caught any. That's sometimes the cool thing about doing an underwater video. It's a bit of a mystery sometimes. With the human eye, you can't always see what the camera's seeing under the water. As I guide it around, looking in these deep pools sometimes in different little areas, and I basically put the camera in all these areas around here that I could reach from the dry stones here at the edge. The water's so cold. My right hand and stuff where I was recording is just frozen. You wouldn't have thought it. Recently the river and stuff was a lot warmer, but summertime's almost coming to an end. The next few months, pretty much the way things are just now, with everything being like overgrown, that's about as bad as it gets for like trying to get places when you're exploring. This was actually a pretty decent path most of the way to this spot. I love to see this as well. This plant almost looks like a thistle, but the bees and stuff completely love it. Same with those drone flies right there. You can see it there, those drone flies actually pretend to be a wasp or whatever. You can see it on that leaf. It's a madness, folks. The realest of Scottish nature, wildlife, landscape and history. It's right here on the channel. And you know where it is. But yeah, it's been a fun wee video. We've looked under the water. It's been another short one, but something different on the channel. And it's cool that the GoPro can document the underwater world with such clarity and accuracy. And I think I'll just start punching on up the path. I don't think I've left anything here. I think I've got the windsock and everything I brought. I've got the car key and the spare GoPro battery. Let's punch on out of this spot. It's an amazing little area to chill out on a summer's day, because there's loads of areas you can sit on the rocks with your feet in the water. And that was how I first noticed all the fish swimming about, like probably like a month ago or whatever, when we were out for an adventure. But that was a video, well, I didn't actually do a video the last time I was here. That was how it was cool today to come here and see what we've seen. Anyway, I'm ending this one here, folks. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back soon with the next adventure into the wild lands of Scotland. Who knows where I'm going? Probably I'll try and go and uncover some history, or we'll have a wee adventure somewhere else. Whoa! I got a fright for that bee. That was crazy. I thought it was a way to start flying round. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here, folks. Thanks very much for watching. I'll be back soon with the next one. Wherever I end up going, see you soon.